Choose your fighter.
When I'm bored, everyone wanna remember my name. Big Smoke.
Who's this? But who's that? Who's this? But who's that? Who's this? How about who's that? Who's this? Who's this? Who's that? Kick back, kick back. I got kick back. Big racks, big racks. I got big racks. Big bags, big bags. I got big bags. Kick back, kick back.
Choose your fighter.
When I'm bored, everyone wanna remember my name. Big Smoke.
Who's this? But who's that? Who's this? But who's that? Who's this? How about who's that? Who's this? Who's this? Who's that? Kick back, kick back. I got kick back. Big racks, big racks. I got big racks. Big bags, big bags. I got big bags. Kick back, kick back.
Choose your fighter.
When I'm bored, everyone wanna remember my name. Big Smoke.
Who's this? But who's that? Who's this? But who's that? Who's this? How about who's that? Who's this? Who's this? Who's that? Kick back, kick back. I got kick back. Big racks, big racks. I got big racks. Big bags, big bags. I got big bags. Kick back, kick back.
Choose your fighter.
When I'm bored, everyone wanna remember my name. Big Smoke.
Who's this? But who's that? Who's this? But who's that? Who's this? How about who's that? Who's this? Who's this? Who's that? Kick back, kick back. I got kick back. Big racks, big racks. I got big racks. Big bags, big bags. I got big bags. Kick back, kick back.
When I'm bored, everyone wanna remember my name. Big Smoke.
bags, I got big bags, kickbacks, this, that, this, that, this, that,
Choose your fighter.
When I roar, everyone wanna remember my name. Big Smoke.
who's this? How about who's that?
Hey, it's Christina V, and you need to subscribe to Sojan and Camy's channel, or in the name of Mars, I'll chastise you. Bye!
Hey there, everybody. Sojan here, and Camy.
Hello.
Back again with part 24 of our live stream Let's Play series of Final Fantasy 16. Do you want to talk about what we said before the live stream?
So I got settled in next to Sojan, and I was pulling my blankie over myself, and I think I have low iron or something, because I'm
very low iron.
like, ever since I was a child, like, I've had issues with my circulation, so like my hands and my feet can get very cold if I'm not
Very
careful.
cold, like ice cube.
Yeah.
Oh, I was wrong.
What?
According to this, I can't use the PS4 controller to play a PS5 game.
Because no.
That's so dumb.
Yeah, so remember you had this same issue with the third-party controller.
Yeah, but it's just really dumb. You would think like they would at least like allow me to be able to use this controller to play the game without like certain features, but they're like, no, fuck you.
So Sojan discovered that you can actually connect a PS4 controller to the PS5 and sync it and still use it.
Yeah,
But-
like you can wake up the system and everything, but I guess it just doesn't work with most games. I don't know if there's any games out there that it does work with. Maybe just PS4 games, I don't know.
Probably.
But it's stupid. Anyway, let's go back to what we were talking about.
Anyway, so ever since I was a child, like I've always run really cold with my hands and my feet if I'm not careful in a certain environment. So sometimes, at night I get cold and Sojan, he runs really warm, so he's like a natural furnace of a person.
Yeah, I can't pet him, by the way. It's during the action part.
Dang it.
It doesn't want me to pet him.
So I put my cold feet on Sojan.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, why don't you wear socks? And I'm like, no, it kills the vibe. Because I don't like the sensation of, like, after wearing socks for too long, like, your toes get all sweaty.
And I literally told her, you're killing my vibe right now.
And after he said that, I'm just like, listen, you stayed the night when we were dating plenty of times. You knew I was cold before you married me. And then what did you do? You went up to that courthouse and you said, I do, like a sucker.
Like a sucker. He's calling me a sucker.
All I'm saying is you knew what you were getting.
Fuck, sorry.
This
I have
is
a
what
cough.
you signed up for.
Yes.
Do you need water?
I'm fine, I have a soda.
Okay. That's not water, but okay. Anyway, Derpy's in the chat. He says, yay, the Final Fantasy Sweet 16.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, I don't know right now. My brain isn't working right now. LOL. Ahoy, Sojan and Camy. I am pleased as punch to see you two are live again, my best friends. He says,
welcome.
I myself am annoyed right now. I ordered a pair of work pants and Amazon has it now delayed until the 24th. Ow! Cece was trying to climb up on me, and Soja was trying to, like, shoo her away, and her claws dug into my leg through the blanket. I'm like, ow!
This asshole.
Anyway.
She's just a jerk.
Like a sucker. I need that on a shirt, says Derpy.
Yes. So yeah, according to this bullshit, we have at least 2 more major sequences in the game with the 2 major boss fights. And I'm pretty sure that's that also means that that's not going to be the final boss. So probably 3 major sequences before we finally beat this game.
Hooray! God,
Huzzah!
This game is very freaking long.
It's too slong. It's way too slong.
It's way too slong.
It's way too slong. It's like that bitch from Sex in the City who's just like, you know what? I want the big D. And she got it. Now she's regretting it because it's too much.
There actually is an episode of that.
Really?
Yes!
I joked. I don't know anything about Sex in the City.
It's so funny because we literally just watched the pilot.
I only know the pilot. So yeah, it's funny because Camy was telling me how much like the main character of that show sucks and how that show, the entire show, is just toxic.
Just an FYI, I only know about Sex in the City because of my sister. Like, my sister was obsessed with that show when it was out, like when it was airing. And so she actually has like the I was gonna say the Bluetooth, the Blu-ray, the Blu-ray DVD box set of the whole series. And I remember, like, you know, it was obviously years after the series had circulated, and she's just like, yeah, you know, I just like rewatching the show and revisiting it, like it's groundbreaking. And I'm like, all right, cool. And since I was living with her at the time, my main love language is quality time. So a lot of the way that my family passes the time is literally sit down and watch movies or TV shows, and that's literally how she roped me into watching the whole series. And it was like a love-hate kind of thing, because it's like there were certain moments that I really loved about the show, and then like the rest of the time I was just hate watching it aggressively. Yeah. And so Sojan and I were watching Brooklyn Nine-Nine, and they were doing like this bit where they were making a bunch of Sex and the City references. And I'm like, oh my god, like I'm literally getting every single one of them.
Yeah.
And Sojan's like, I kind of want to watch the show just so I know what the hell they're talking about.
I had no idea what they were talking about, so
I warned him. I'm like, Sojan, this isn't your demographic, and you're gonna get aggravated with how stupid these bitches can be sometimes. And he's like, bet, I'm in.
It's like watching a toxic show with my wife and we can shit on it together. I like it.
No, but like, seriously though, all the happy marriages that I know, like, they love to hate watch a certain show.
Yep.
Like, there's like I think that's why reality television is so big, because it's just like, it becomes just this, like, activity, you know? Like, you're not just watching it for the sake of entertainment. You're watching it for the sake of the conversation behind it.
Yeah. That makes sense.
I mean, it's so true. Like, I think that's why I really love the show Catfish. Because it's just like, yeah, no, it's entertaining, but really, like, it's one of those shows that get you talking, you know?
Yeah.
It really just helps you, like, open up to what your past dating experience was like, and, you know, online experience and online interaction with other people.
Yeah.
Like, considering the scape that, like, you know, the whole chokehold the internet has on our generation, like, there's a lot to talk about when it comes to stuff like that.
Yeah, exactly.
So Derpy says, I've never seen the show. I don't have any interest, lol. I mean, that's fine. If you ever get curious, morbidly curious, per se, it's on Netflix right now. Sex and the City originally aired on HBO, but I think HBO and Netflix are having this thing where they're kind of borrowing each other's material so they can showcase it on their platforms.
Yeah.
So Sex and the City can now be viewed on Netflix. I think maybe the movie might be there still as well, because they had the movie for quite a while.
Oh, okay.
Because there was the show, and then they did the movie, and then they did a second movie, and then I think they might have done a third movie, which is stupid.
Yeah.
And now they came out with a new show that's like a spin-off series of the original show called Just Like That. And it's like supposed to take place, like, you know, decades after the show, you know, to pick up where the main characters had left off. But what sucks is that Samantha, the blonde one that was like very promiscuous, is no longer in that new show, because apparently she had a falling out with the other actresses on the show. It really sucked, because like I really loved her character. So it's just like, alright, I guess it's going to be its own thing. But I don't really have any interest in picking that up. I'm just going to watch the original series with Sojan and the movie.
Yeah, might as well. But yeah, in a way, I'm kind of glad we're not diving into the Final Fantasy game or the Final Fantasy VII games just yet on the PS5, because I did hear from people who got their hands on the PS5 Pro that one of the biggest games on the PS5 right now that takes full advantage of how of like looking night and day like even more amazing than it does normally is Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, and that like it's almost like a completely different type of experience on a PS5 Pro.
Oh, okay.
And it looks amazing. So I'm like, yeah, I feel like us taking our time with this game and then eventually getting into Omori, and then after Omori, Final Fantasy VII Remake before Rebirth is a good thing anyway for us to take our time, so I could eventually just work on getting the PS5 Pro down the road for myself, so we can truly experience Final Fantasy VII Rebirth how it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
So, and people are saying, like, people are mad because they already poured in, like, hundreds of hours into the game, and then finally get a PS5 Pro, and it's like, yes, it looks amazing, but they're all burnt out from playing the game already, and they don't want to play it again.
Yeah.
What the fuck? Why can't I fight this motherfucker? He's got a
Because he has
shield.
shield.
How do I destroy it? There we go.
Just make sure he breathes in the flame, so that way his lungs collapse.
I thought you were
and
gonna
he
say
dies.
breathes in my phlegm. I'm like, yeah, that would kill anybody.
Yeah, it would. Just choke on phlegm and die. Camy 2024.
Yes.
Anyway, Derpy says, also, Camy, you doing okay lately? I had a nightmare the other day about my Florida mom, and I just hope you're good. Yeah, I'm doing good. I wasn't feeling too well yesterday because I had, like, issues with my stomach, but I'm doing a lot better today, which is good.
Mm-hmm.
I was just really tired and haven't been getting enough sleep lately, but today I got so many hours, so I'm real good.
Yeah.
Derpy says, what does HBO stand for? My...
Hoes be obnoxious. No, I'm kidding.
Give me a second. My mind knows it's not having bathroom oranges, but that's what I thought. I think it's, hang on, HBO. Home box office.
Oh, okay.
So, like, HBO originally was, like, that kind of station where they would, like, air movies that would, like, you know, be fresh from the box office, like, from, like, you know, the movie theater.
Yeah.
So, like, that's why they called it that.
Yeah.
Because, like, they would, you know, emphasize that HBO is, like, for uncut kind of stuff. Like, you know, that's why Game of Thrones, like, did numbers on there. Because it's, like, yeah, there's so much, like, nudity and sexual content, you know, like, oh my god, and, like, all this gore and everything like that, all this violence. It's like, yeah, you know, just, it's all because, you know, HBO has always been pretty, like, you know, shameless in that aspect.
Yeah, exactly. I just always like, I always associated HBO with just like toxic type shows. I don't know.
I mean, HBO gave us a lot of stuff. Hang on, give me a second. HBO series list. Because HBO has given us so much, like, in terms of, like, very, like, popular series and franchises. So, just to list the obvious, I mentioned Game of Thrones. There was also The Last of Us. The you know, the video game got adapted into a series for The Last of Us. That HBO's running that. It gave us Euphoria, that one with Zendaya. Dealing drugs in high school.
Of course.
I think they like, I'm not sure if she herself was a dealer, but, like, I know there were drugs involved. Like, I never actually watched the show. All I know is that she was supposed to be, like, playing, like, a high schooler or something.
Yeah.
And there's, like, drugs involved or whatever. There's The Sopranos, all very iconic. Let's see here, True Detective, that was really big with boomer parents. Rome. There's also Westworld. I really love, like, the first 2 seasons of Westworld. I really want to watch that with you. I found out that Disney Plus has a new bundle, and I can't afford it right now. But It's no longer that stupid ESPN bundle with Hulu.
Yeah.
They now have one that is Disney Plus, Hulu, and Max, which is
That's
the
even
HBO
better
one.
because, yeah, honestly.
I've been wanting to get that for the longest time, so I'm like, yes, perfect.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, no. So if I can get that bundle, we are watching Westworld.
Okay.
They also got Oz, Girls. Girls was really big when it came out. That's Adam Driver was in it. Adam Driver, the
Yeah,
Ben Swallow.
I know who he is.
Yeah, sometimes I mention actors' names and it doesn't hit you until I tell you what they played as. So I just wanted to be sure it wasn't one of those cases.
Yeah.
The Wire. I kept hearing about The Wire, and of course, Sex and the City. I think also. Was Breaking Bad also an HBO show? True Blood, that's another one. Watchmen, the show.
I was gonna say I watched Watchmen the movie and it was not very good.
Yeah. Entourage. My God, that is such a dated show. Wait, I think Watchmen was the movie. Sorry, I think I was just finding that in the list by accident.
I don't think it had a show.
I don't know. Oh, Tales from the Crypt is on Max. That's the one with the Crypt Keeper, remember?
Oh, yeah. I grew up with that.
Yeah. Derpy says, so I know nothing about boxing and such, but I want to see Conor McGregor destroy Jake Paul in a fight, lol.
I just don't care for Jake Paul.
I just want Jake Paul to get run over by a bus. Regina George from Mean Girls. Just Regina George's fate.
Just a week later, he's gonna get hit by a bus, and then everybody's gonna be like, Camy killed him.
I renounce that. And you wanna know why I renounce that? Not because like I'm worried about it happening, but like I know for a fact he's gonna use it as clout anyway. You know, so it's just like, you know, no, I'm not even gonna give him that.
Don't even give him that clout. No one can hear you whisper, Clive.
Why you gotta do that? Why you gotta whisper so sexily? Anyway, Derpy says, I'm the same way. You need to say what an actor has been in for me to really know them. Yeah, I figured.
Yeah.
Derpy says, watching you fighting makes me really want a Final Fantasy and Dark Souls crossover.
It'll be interesting.
Yeah. Oh boy.
Over here! Go! Where is your master? What does he want?
What does he want? What does your master want? Is it the Texas Roadhouse rolls?
It's funny because Derpy told me he worked there at one point, and then like apparently, yeah, that the secret ingredient to the butter is honey, mixed with butter, obviously, and cinnamon.
I am not gonna lie. So we went to Texas Roadhouse recently, and they gave us like 2 of the bread roll baskets to go. And yes, like that is the dopest thing ever. And Sojan already ate his basket this morning, like all of it. And
Yeah,
so
it was
he's
4
like,
of them.
Yeah. So he let the second one go to me, and it's still in the fridge. And now that I popped the gummy, I'm gonna tear into those rolls so bad.
They're kind of hard, obviously, because they've been refrigerated, and like the butter's very fluffy when you get it at the restaurant.
Mm-hmm.
Keep in mind, if you refrigerate it and leave it in there, it will condense.
I know.
So it's not gonna have as much as it originally had.
Because the butter is whipped. And
Yeah.
That's why it was all fluffy.
Exactly. So it's gonna feel like you're being gypped when you open it up.
It was quite the commotion. But then I would expect no less from you.
It's Mr. Tight Pants.
Okay.
You again.
Because
Really?
every time he showed up, he had tight pants. Remember?
I know, but it's just like it sounded like the most whelming burn I've ever heard in my life. It's like, get a load of this guy, Mr. Tight Pants.
Yes.
You were in my family's crypt, and now you're here with an army of Akashic thralls.
Manners, Lord Rossfield. They are men, like you and me.
No, I'm a man. You're a twink.
No, twinks can be men. Men can be twinks. It's 2024.
Hashtag men are twinks too.
I mean, have you met a man? Real sassy.
Unburdened by the wills that drive our kind. They are pure. They are divine.
What?
And they are all that remains in this once raucous city.
You pay for what you've done.
As you wish. I confess I have been very much looking forward to this. Pardon me this indulgence, Your Majesty. The vessel shall not be spoiled. I am SLAYpner of House Harvard, and you will yield.
I'm upset that his voice is not muffled by his helmet at the least.
That would have been funny.
Like, I wanna you. What? I wanna you. What? Anyway, Derpy says, what do you think is the scariest Final Fantasy enemy? Just give us a Final Fantasy game where we play as the main villain, please.
Yeah.
That would be an interesting twist.
All I know is everybody says that Final Fantasy VI's final boss or main antagonist, it makes Sephiroth look like a poodle. Because
Really?
apparently, the enemy in Final Fantasy VI is supposed to be way more intimidating and worse than Sephiroth.
Okay.
And that's why I look forward to playing that game on the channel.
I'm not gonna lie, it would be really cool to play a Final Fantasy game where you, it's your gradual descent into madness and villainy.
Oh, that would be awesome, yeah.
Like, instead of starting out as the villain, it's like you start out as, the protagonist hero, and then, your worldview just gets very disillusioned, and you just start, going down into darkness.
Without spoiling it, that's essentially what kind of happens in Live Alive or Live Alive.
Uh-huh.
I need to get that game again because I had to sell it for bill reasons.
Mm-hmm.
And,
Bill reasons.
Bill reasons. But apparently...
Bill Clinton, you're on the hook. You're on thin ice.
Uninspired.
Let's just let this dialogue go.
So much more from our chosen one. Perhaps this will kindle your flame.
What now?
A gift from my liege lord's armory.
Oh no.
Ulmir. Watch closely.
Okay, what in the my brain? I can't think. Never mind. It's lost. It's gone.
Okay.
I was gonna say what in the Soul Calibur fuck, and then and then it just lost it.
Yeah, no, he does. Yeah, he does give Siegfried vibes with the wielding the nightmare and the soul edge. Yeah. Okay.
So what was I saying before? What was I saying before all that? Fuck, I forgot. Shit, what was I talking about?
We were talking about the villain from Final Fantasy VI
The Live Alive, yeah.
reasons.
So I won't spoil how or who it is or what happens, but the premises of Live Alive is that you play as different characters from different time periods. I won't say which character it is, but all of them are protagonists. All of them are heroes. And there is one of them that you do see him descend into madness and he becomes a villain, like a really big villain. And I won't say who, but it's like it's essentially that at the very end. But I do look forward to playing that on the channel someday. I really got to get that game again.
Yeah.
Damn it! You know what? I will blast you from a distance, bitch.
I think it would be cool to have like a special channel on our Discord server.
Yeah.
Where we can have like open discussions about certain things. And like people can kind of consent to have that, you know, pieces of their discussion shared on
About
the channel.
what?
Like, I'm just giving an example here. Like, let's say, like, one day we want to talk about, like, I don't know, like, our favorite childhood game. And, like, you know, we can have, like, a special channel where, like, the participants in the server, like, get to talk about it. And they, you know, by commenting on that channel, they're essentially consenting to us reading those messages. So we can post them on the channel for YouTube. Just, you know, opening a discussion. Because I feel like whenever we open discussions about these kinds of things, we get a lot more engagement. And it just helps people just connect better as a community. That we can just, you know, talk about these kinds of things that we're passionate about and, you know, things that have, like, fond memories to us.
Yeah.
It's just a way for others to connect.
Exactly. I don't know. I feel like our chit-chat section is, like, perfect for that.
I know, but it's like people already joined there without giving consent whether they would like their messages to be shared on YouTube or not. Because from what I understand, like, when it comes to Discord especially, like, that, you know, that it's more of a private kind of setting. You know, it's usually a closed environment. You know, just having to milk people for content like that, like, it feels dirty unless you have their consent, you know?
Right. Damn it. Yeah, at the same time, too, I also don't want to, like, go overboard with too many channels on the Discord either, but, I mean, it does sound like a good idea.
I just feel like it would keep engagement really well, because then we get to, like, feature, you know, some really funny people on our Discord server.
Yeah.
What do you guys think? Do you feel like that's a good idea, or would you prefer to keep it to the comments?
Yeah.
Because we could use some more comments, too. Maybe not the typical send Bob's or Vegana.
Yeah. As I'm slowly handing my phone to Camy, because we do this thing called IRL notes, where we just talk about shit that happens just randomly throughout our lives. Some stuff with context, some stuff without context. So we just have a bunch of notes and we just like to read them because they're pretty funny. So.
Yeah. So let me catch up.
Yeah, go ahead.
So Derpy says Final Fantasy VI greater than Final Fantasy VII, and I will defend it forever. And he says, wait, you sold Live Alive? You need to beat it, sir. I will rebuy it for you soon, sir.
I'll get it back eventually. We'll see.
Derpy says, I am consenting, Cucumber. You have mine, lol. Anyway, so just to share one of the IRL notes. Sojan, out of context. They want to live in his ass like a suppository.
Wait, what was that? What was the context of that?
I don't know, but you were so out of context in that moment with that out-of-pocket line. It killed me.
I remember we were driving, and I don't remember why I said that.
It's like, they want to live in his ass like a suppository. But yeah, no, say that about any guy that, like, thinks he's hot shit and people are fucking, like, you know, all over whatever he says.
Yes.
Okay, another one?
We can do one more and then I'll unpause it. What?
Okay, so the you're fucking killing me here.
What?
It's really hard to get out. Ah, okay. Sojan, when he cut out the KFC coupons, he laid them on the kitchen counter and then covered them with his letters from State Farm. And then he said, like a dumbass, State Farm is here.
Yeah, because I cut out the coupons for like KFC or something, and then I'm like, okay, I put them down on the counter and accidentally cover them. I go to the car and I'm like, where the fuck are they? And then I realized I just covered them with State Farm, and I'm like a dumbass, State Farm is here.
Yep.
All right.
My liege.
He slayed too close to the sun.
Torgal, dinner.
Wow! Wow! Freaking serving Torgal Twink a la carte.
Oh, God.
I'm sorry, but we couldn't save them.
It was over before we arrived.
That night guy ate, but Torgal devoured.
Yes.
I fear we are all too late. What's wrong? Nothing. I hope.
Uh-oh. It wasn't nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Also, Jill is in her default costume. What the heck?
Oh
no! What the heck? She literally changed clothes.
Yeah, I saw that.
What the heck?
This game is the game of all time.
Oh my god!
Mythos. It's the king.
Indeed. You may kneel before Barnabas Darm, Warden of Ash and King of Walud.
Walud. Just the way you pronounced it.
Mm-hmm.
Ew, it's Rusty. He's gonna get tetanus.
Wild and impetuous. I expected more of the boy who bested my Lord Commander. I see why my master covets you so. The power within you, Mythos. The potential.
He's got Antonio Banderas Riz.
Mm-hmm.
Stop calling me Mythos.
But Mythos is everything.
And nothing.
The Lord's creation. The Lord's vessel. Your purpose.
He is everything and nothing.
My purpose? To surrender my mind and body to that thing. No, Your Majesty. My purpose is my own. I made a promise to my friends, to my people. And nothing is going to stand in my way.
You would allow this delusion of free will to bar your path to greatness? Truly, your volition is a cancer, one that must be excised.
Oh no, he's hitting us with the Riku.
shit, he's summoning his Edgelord blade.
No!
Hulk out.
Yep. Oh shit, he knocked the Takis out of you. No, Clive!
You are as weak as all the rest.
Why is that a branch?
Joshua!
Oh shit, she's going Shiva. He got the sword. That's a good boy.
Mm-hmm. I would give anything to play as Torgal as the new protagonist taking over for Clive.
That's
and the
funny.
sword in his mouth.
And they use it as a crutch.
I mean, Torgal's job is to protect Jill anyway, so it's not like anything changes.
Yep. Torgal just takes in all the power that Clive had.
No.
That'd be dope. That's essentially the Okami we need.
Yeah.
The Okami 2. Please. Make it happen.
Okami Torgal.
Okami Torgal.
Amateur Torgal.
Will he be alright?
The phoenix can mend flesh, but the spirit must recover on its own. I'm afraid the rest is up to him. This place is remarkable. Outfitting it must have been no small feat. But why go to such trouble?
That beauty spell is filled with wonders the world ain't ready for. If the guilds caught wind of what we're up to, they'd all want a piece. Alright?
And how is he? Do not blame yourself. He was barely breathing when you brought him here. We would have lost him if it were not for you.
No. Barnabas may have severed nigh every sinew in my brother's body. But he made certain the wounds were not fatal.
Nigh every sinew?
Allow me, your lordship. Don't know what I was thinking. Putting you to the trouble like that.
Tis no trouble carrying comestibles to my ailing nephew.
I know, but you've already done so much for us. Pouring your gale into the hideaway and now the ship. I don't want to take the piss.
You risked your life. And for what? Some girl you hardly know. Why'd you do it? You got mad or something?
I wouldn't go that far.
My boy.
Uncle Byron.
What I want to do is help. And the world won't save itself. It was Sid. Your father who told me that.
Sounds like it.
Don't you dare do that again.
Was it the Royalists?
Fucked off. A lot of them, along with the galleon.
I swear,
On board.
it's like, maybe it's the Mandela effect or my brain playing tricks on me. But I feel like his scar changes places from each eye, like every time I see him.
No, you're right, because I also thought it was going to be on his right eye.
I don't know, maybe I'm wrong.
Maybe
but
it's the fact that we're watching too much One Piece and Zoro has it on his right eye, and maybe that's what fooled us.
I have no idea.
No doubt. Behind here, I wouldn't sail without him. Clive. Jill.
keeping busy while the others stretch you out.
No.
It's alright, Mid. Jill is fine.
The ether of our icon endures. As long as it does, we can be certain she is alive.
We must pursue the Black Galleon. Jill will be with the king, I'm sure of it.
Well, good luck catching him, because my ship's going nowhere. It's the mithril engine. It's got kicked like a wild chocobo when a mind to tear the hull in half.
But do you have an idea?
Well, of course I do. My dad was seeing this coming a league off. If I had his old writings,
If you had his old writings, you'd be sitting under a fuckload of rubble. The ones Otto didn't save anyway. I suppose he might still have a few pages in his stores.
We'll have to hope it's enough. Do what you can to ready the ship. I'll speak with Otto.
In your condition, we are mad.
Perhaps. But the world really won't save itself.
Anyway, so Derpy says, I swear I don't even eat the gummies that Camy does, but now I want tater tots. Derpy says, holy F, twink a la carte. Derpy says, Barnabas, my beloved, heart emoji. Derpy says, I bought those Kool-Aid Twist juice bottles today, and I'm staring at this, and I heard a kid ask their mom, how the F do I open this? Our generation really is doomed. Derpy says, watching this makes me really want an HD Chrono Trigger.
Yeah.
Anyway, back to the IRL notes here.
Mm-hmm.
So, after he got those coupons, Sojan drove us to KFC.
Mm-hmm.
And when we were ordering on the drive-thru, and they asked what did he want to drink, what was your response?
Okay. My brain. Okay, listen.
Let me explain
myself. I had a long day.
Yes, he did.
Like 14 plus hours of being awake from a long shift at work that requires a lot physically and mentally. Okay? I went through KFC and my dumbass asked for a fucking Baja Blast.
For those of you that don't know, the Baja Blast is a drink that is commonly served at a Taco Bell.
It's exclusive to Taco Bell. They finally started selling it at stores, but it all originated at Taco Bell. That's a Taco Bell thing. I'm at a KFC saying, yeah, I'll have a Baja Blast. Unironically. And then I said, sorry, my brain, I wrong restaurant. I'll have this instead.
Yep. Yep. I love you. It's never a dull day with you. Anyway, and what was funny was that Sojan was so embarrassed that happened to him that he stabbed his plastic straw into his drink and he ended up breaking the straw.
Yeah.
And then after that, like from all that frustration, he just started cussing and everything. And he's like opening the glove compartment because sometimes we keep spare straws in there just in case they don't give any of straws to us. And so he opens up the glove compartment and instantly, as soon as he opens that glove compartment, there is the straw that he could use to as a replacement. And I literally, like, I looked at that straw and I deadpanned, like, would you look at that? The Lord provides.
Yeah. We both just started laughing at that moment.
Because just picture Sojan, like, red in the face, just mad, steaming mad. Like, you know, just letting, like, the embarrassment of the Baja Blast situation pile up with the fact that he's, like, stabbed his drink way too roughly and broke his straw. Like, he's already in a bad mood. And then the moment he opens the thing, there's the straw, there's the solution to his problems. And there I am saying, would you look at that? The Lord provides. Freaking sounding like
very fucking monotone and shit.
Sounding like Daria from MTV's Daria.
Yep.
I never really cared for that show.
I thought it was funny, but I don't know.
It's just, I think it's just the fact that, like,
Mm-hmm.
Daria, like, her voice and everything was, like, funny, but, like, whenever she would speak, like, she could say, like, a funny, sarcastic comment, but, like, the rest of the time, she was just the biggest buzzkill.
Yeah.
Like, I think that's why I never really got into the show, because, like, yeah, when she's being funny, she's funny, but, like, the rest of the time, she's literally an Eeyore.
An Eeyore, yeah.
Just a freaking Eeyore with glasses and, you know, into 90s grunge or whatever.
The best work, but it'll do.
Okay, I think we're good.
Fine.
If it's knowledge you seek, we've tons of plenty.
I could change Joshua. Why does he look so lame? Like, look, this is fine. But then the alternative...
Yeah, like, here's the thing.
Yeah.
I actually love the... Go back to that one. So I actually love the silhouette of his outfit, like the general shape of it, compared to the first one. It's the color scheme that makes it really, like, ugly to look at.
Yeah. And we'll make it icy blue again.
Yeah.
He was gold. It's like they only give us 2 choices.
I know, I hate it.
It's like, I'm pretty sure like the DLC comes with more, but it's like, I don't give a shit.
Yeah, no, we ain't got money for that. Not only that, but it involves us really loving to play the game, you know?
Yeah.
For us to, like, actually open our wallet and be like, alright, give me the cool costume.
Yeah. I'm more gonna be like that with the Final Fantasy VII Remake and Rebirth games. This one is just, I'm more in for the ride, and I just want to see what happens. But I don't give a shit about doing the side quests anymore.
Yeah.
And I don't really care about getting the DLC for this one. Like, who knows? If I get a pretty large following later, and like maybe like 5 to 10 people who just suddenly become members, like YouTube members, or start donating a Patreon, and every single, at least 5+ people are like, hey, use our money to get the DLC. Fine. Or if you send me a super chat or something for that, fine. But I'm not gonna spend my own money on that shit.
Yeah.
Just saying.
So speaking of that very same,
Yeah.
that same day where you worked like a 12 to 14 hour shift, we went, not that same day, but like on another day where you worked similar hours. We went to a restaurant and you had to choose a soup over salad, and you had said, because you were tired, salad is a bit much work right now that I don't feel like.
Yeah, I said that. I remember.
Like, I could tell your brain was running on fumes right there.
It was too, I just didn't feel like chewing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You just wanted to slurp your meal.
Exactly.
If you're here, where the hell is everyone else? Don't tell me. They're all right. But it's a long story.
It's a long story. Thank God, fade to black. Don't tell us now.
You lot don't do things by halves, do you? Well, at least everyone's still breathing. Now, as for these writings, I'm sorry to say, Clive, but if you had those, you'd be sitting under a pile of rubble. I know. But we were able to save a few bits and pieces from the ruins, most of which ended up being used to build this place. The more personal items we go to the next of kin. In the case of Sid's things, that would have been mid. Then I'll check the workshop.
Derby says, listen, KFC and Taco Bell do collab. That is true.
They do. They do.
But it was a singular KFC location. It was not a combination KFC Taco Bell. He had no excuse.
Fine.
Anyway, Derpy says, I never saw Daria. Honestly, I don't think you're really missing out a lot. Like, it's rather dated because it's from the 90s.
Yeah. Like, it was funny, like, watching the clips and all that. But it's like, it's aged.
Yeah. Anyway, So we got 2 more IRL notes left to go.
Okay, I mean, you can read them now or read them later. It's up to you.
I was thinking I could read them now because, like, we are getting close to 8 o'clock. So,
Okay.
like, you know, we can keep going a little bit more, but, like, I want to at least get these IRLs out of the way.
Okay.
So, when Sojan was serving himself some juice, like, a fruit fly... he was in the middle of, like, trying to pour a refill, and a fruit fly came into his drink. And then what he ended up doing was he freaking added, was it a drop of the dish soap?
Oh, so what I did to trap it in the cup, because I was away from the sink, I actually took some Febreze and sprayed in there to like freeze it in place.
Oh my god!
And then I rushed to the sink, I drowned it right away with water. Then I put a little drop of dish soap and just like did my own little concoction with the bug in there.
Oh god!
Just like waterboarding this bug.
And you wanna know what was funny? Was that like he pretty much like overkilled and smited him as if like, you know, he was Zeus like striking someone with thunder multiple times, or Poseidon just waterboarding the ever-loving shit out of this fruit fly.
Exactly.
And then as I was explaining how bad that looks for him, I shouted, "You'd make a terrible god! Like, you'd be so wrathful for no reason." Cause like he was like shouting obscenities at this fruit fly, and it's like, dude, it's a stupid insect. It didn't know that was your turf.
And then after like she said that, I said, why does this sound like an argument between Zeus and what's her name?
Hera, his wife.
Yeah, like just Zeus and his wife. Just an everyday argument between the two.
It's like, they didn't know they were trespassing. It's like, yeah, well, like, that's Poseidon's ocean. It's still an ocean!
It's like, this guy, he wanted to go on an anime adventure, and you send him to Hades.
Speaking of anime adventure, the very last IRL note, we were talking about oatmeal. Because
oh yeah, I remember this.
Because around the end of the year, Sojan does this thing where he loves to go through the pantry or the refrigerator and just get rid of like a bunch of like old perished like food that we don't need. We don't really have a lot. It's just, you know, stuff that we've kind of held on to that we intended to use but we didn't get to use because it ended up expiring. So it's just, you know, way to clean house. It's, you know, just to help make space. And, you know, we've noticed that we've been holding on to oatmeal a lot because we've gotten it for free in the past.
Yeah, my dad tends to just give us stuff we don't eat. And, yeah, unfortunately, like, when it comes to oatmeal, like, it's one of those things that if you're gonna make it, you need to make it good. Otherwise, I will not eat it. It's just a texture thing, and, like, unless it's, like, very, very flavorful and warm and done right and smooth, I will not eat it. Yeah. And so just it's been there in the pantry this whole freaking time. And I'm just like, yeah, no, it's not appealing. We're never going to eat oatmeal. It's just too much work to make. We don't have time to do it. And even if we do it, is it really worth it? It's not going to spark joy in our lives. Yeah. And so to wrap it up, because we're kind of going a little too long here, pausing the game and not doing anything. Yeah. I pretty much just said, like, I don't mind oatmeal as long as it's prepared correctly by somebody else. I'm good at cooking. I'm good at seasoning. Camy can vouch me for that. Absolutely. But when it comes to oatmeal or even grits, I can't season them to save my life. I will put bucket loads of butter in the fucking... I'll put bucket loads of sugar and fucking cinnamon, salt, all that shit. And it just fucking isekais all that seasoning somewhere else because it just tastes the same, like 5 buckets of sugar, like ago. You know what I mean? Exactly. Just like, I can't. Yep. Anyway. But yeah, that was his quote. It absorbs the seasonings and then isekais it. You're never gonna ever taste anything in that oatmeal ever again. Yep. Also, why does Clive look like PS3 Clive? Yeah, I know. Almost PS2, but like early, like the beginnings the beginnings of PS3 graphics.
What is this fail to render shot right here?
Exactly. Alright, so I'm gonna mark these as old notes. I like to try to keep my old notes if I can. I used to erase them, but now I kind of want to start keeping them.
Mm-hmm.
So just in case, because you never know what happens to our live streams.
Yeah.
But okay, we're good there. Just give me a sec here, and then I'll continue playing the game.
Mm-hmm.
My throat.
Yeah.
I need to see when we went live last. So we went live around 7 o'clock. So it's been about an hour.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, not too bad.
Yeah.
Sid's old diary. You already have read it. I'd better keep looking. What do we have here? Sid's briefs. Something tells me Mid won't be needing these. I remember seeing this doll in Sid's cellar. I wonder if it was Mid's. Huh. What's this tucked inside it?
Okay.
Oh my god.
Sorry, I had to get up so I could fucking read. I don't have his sexy deep voice. I never will. So I'm gonna read this with a voice. It's gonna get a lot of people mad at me.
No.
Minido. I
Okay,
know
no,
you like your
no,
riddles.
No, stopping that right now. Read it normally.
Minido, I know you like your riddles, so I reckon you'll appreciate this one. Of all my inventions, this one's the best, and so when choosing its place of rest, I recall your opus, daughter, dearest, and now it sleeps there in the first. I'm going to have to work on that last rhyme. Good luck, Sid.
What the?
There was a guy in high school who read exactly like that.
Oh my god.
And they would always pick him to read out loud. We had to deal with that for 5 minutes straight.
I think it's the fact that unfortunately teachers have to do that in hopes that if he reads more and more he'll get better, but he just didn't.
He didn't. He got worse somehow.
Sounds promising.
But yeah, it's like that was the most frustrating thing is they would always pick kids who struggled to read, and I knew why they were doing it.
I was about to say, God forbid they do that to help them build confidence.
No, I knew what. Yeah, they were doing it to help them.
Yeah.
But my God, we all suffered. We all suffered together.
Oh my God.
Okay, this way.
Sojan be like, keep these dum-dums away from me.
Oh, God.
Well, did you find anything? Possibly. You wouldn't happen to know what Mid's first opus was. Opus. That girl's as tone deaf as a banshee. Unless you mean the orchestrion.
Oh man, missed opportunity. I could have read it like the typical YouTuber who's like, yeah, and this happened, and then this happened, or whatever. Like the type of guy who always ends his sentences like this. You know what I mean? I could have read it like that.
If you had done that, I would have slapped the dog shit out of you.
11, 12, and she cobbled that thing together. I'm surprised us all. Not least her dad. You should have seen how proud he was of the little scamp. So that old box had to do with anything. I think she may have hidden something inside it. Wouldn't surprise me. Those two and their bloody treasure hunts. Half the things in the hideaway were hidden one time or another.
So, like blended in with his jacket, his sword almost looks really tiny.
Yeah.
It's just what I can
Yeah.
tell. Like, yeah.
Yeah, no, it's a very long sword, but yeah, from that shot, it does look very
It
tiny.
looks so small.
Anyway, I'm gonna help myself to some rolls now.
Uh-huh.
I was wondering,
Uh-huh.
since we're getting close to the end of the
Yes.
stream, could we
What?
watch another episode of Sex in the City?
I don't mind.
Yay! I can't wait for the rest of our playthroughs. It's gonna get even more in depth with Sex in the City lore as we get further into the show. Because I know for a fact you're gonna want to talk about it.
Yeah.
I didn't break it. No, I didn't break it.
What didn't you break?
Nothing. We didn't break nothing. We definitely didn't break your question.
What's wrong with it?
It's broken. Except when it isn't. See?
And you had nothing to do with this.
No, nothing. We just wanted to listen to all the songs at once. So we pressed all the buttons.
Oh no.
Like this.
And they broke it again.
See?
All too well. Alright, out of the way.
Clive just brings out his sword and cuts it in half.
It's like, I gotta break it so that way you guys can't keep freaking, like, blaming each other.
Silly cord on one of the gears.
Did you break it? Can you fix it?
No, yes. How about now?
You fixed it. Sid fixed it. He more than fixed it. Yeah. New music.
Never heard this one before.
FYI, there's no music playing.
I think it's because in the settings I make sure that like copyright music doesn't play. I don't remember.
That might be it.
Well, don't look at me. I can tell you it's important, though. Sid showed it to me once. She said as much. Said it was the stuff dreams were made of. It's just hopeless the stuff ships are made of as well. Indeed. Let's see if we can make some dreams come true.
It's like the quest completes in this game are so underwhelming.
I know, right? It's like, good job. Now get back to frickin' work.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of, I'm gonna go get some rolls.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me. My body feels like I fell asleep.
Just the 2 I was looking for.
Aye, aye. Who's a patient?
Actually, yes. The Crown Prince just left.
Dion left.
Unless you have another word for stood up and walked off. Yes, left. He did have the decency to leave a message with Obelisk before commandeering one of his dinghies. Should we go after him?
No. We're not the prince's keepers. He's free to do as he sees fit.
I'd rather he did so in bed. His
Ooh.
wounds are healed. Much like yours, I suspect. Otto told me what happened in Denver. What is it with this realm's princes and the reversion to rest?
I'll still want to get back. Though I may be sometime.
Then at least try to stay safe.
When if that fails, try to stand high, mate. Every moment I waste here, the further the flagship sails. I have to get
I think I have to go to the... actual world menu. Okay, do the map. And we go Paya. There we go. It's like, I just wonder how many hours are left of this game. And there goes the electric Torgle.
Alright, I'm back with rolls.
Mm-hmm. I didn't even think to do that. I ate them cold.
You eat a lot of things cold like an animal.
You'd be proud of you, Mid. His writings may have helped, but this achievement is all yours.
Which is funny you say that, because when I found out online a while back, I think months ago, that apparently you're supposed to microwave the pizza Lunchables.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, you and literally 90% of the world ate them cold.
Yeah, I will admit to that. I was just like, I always judged you for eating cold pizza, but like that was like pizza that like came from like a pizza box, you know, like from an actual pizzeria.
Yeah, but it's already been cooked before. So
I
it's like,
know,
whatever.
but it's just like, it just felt wrong to me to like not reheat it. And you know, just the fact that you would eat it, you know, cold like that, just it felt so gross and weird to me.
I didn't
But then
care.
it's just like, no, but we didn't have the luxury of a microwave in the lunchroom at school growing up, so I ate those pizza Lunchables cold.
Meanwhile, Cammy's like, my husband's riddled with parasites.
The parasites in my stomach be looking at me like, bitch.
Can we catch them?
The Ida has one of the largest, fastest vessels ever built. And it won't help she has the wind at her back. Any other ship would be hard pressed to keep pace with her, let alone reel her in. But this isn't any other ship. This is the Enterprise! And the world's never seen anything like my dad's engine.
It certainly hasn't.
Where did she punch herself, like, at the wrong part of her boob, and she's like, ow!
Yep.
As she walks away.
As someone that's had that happen to her, yeah, that hurts.
He sailed to Ash from southern lands. It was his mastery of the blade which won him the throne. And that his sword, Arjun's sword, can sever the very threads of creation. But don't lose any sleep over a last tilt. We'll do what we must to survive. What we must.
The light! I thought this core was meant to be hidden.
Mate! Company!
Eh?
We'll hold them off until the ship is ready. But hurry!
Bollocks! All hands! Man your stations!
Everyone with me?
Fuck yeah.
Torgal just has a gun in his mouth. It's like, what the fuck?
Who gave Torval a gun? Whoever did that needs a raise.
Here they come.
Like, I'm sorry, but if I am the, like, leading commander of the resistance or whatever the fuck, and someone gave my dog a gun, I'm like, yeah, you're good for life. I'm gonna make sure you set up for life.
Yeah. So real quick before I do this, Derpy says, oh, I always thought they didn't pick me because the teacher didn't like me. No, it's not that. They always just, their job is to pick the struggling students to help them. And
they usually have to balance it out. Like they usually have to settle for the one that reads the weakest, the one that reads the best, and then the one that's like more in the middle.
Yeah.
To kind of like so that way you can showcase where you rank in the class, and also just to see like who you're competing against if you want to get better.
Exactly. He also says no. You don't microwave Lunchables pizza. That is a mistake.
Thank you for defending me, Derby.
Well, the correct way, according to the creators of Lunchables, you're supposed to. But yeah. I am flying. I don't know how to cancel it. Cancel it. Okay, there you go.
I love that. I don't know how to cancel it.
Excuse me.
Yeah, I'm really saddened we didn't go home with more butter. I'm very saddened. I'm out of butter before I can finish my last roll.
That's why you needed to like spread it evenly.
Yeah.
Not just hog all of it on one roll.
So Derpy says, well, the creators of Lunchables also got rid of our burger Lunchables, so if you want to be a slave to their proletariat ways, then you microwave your sins, sir.
Microwave your sins?
We'll eat our pizza cold. Well said, Derpy. Microwave your sins, sir.
Oh, gosh.
That was easy enough.
Alright, you lousy lot. Get your asses on board. She's ready to sail.
You heard the captain. Clive?
Oh no, he's
Not
back.
this bitch again.
I thought he was.
Confounded. But it is as I feared. SLAYpner is no man, but a creation of Odin.
Phoenix's fiery fundament. Have you no normal enemies?
I love Byron. Have you no normal enemies?
Up for another round? Of course we are. Right, Lord Rossfield? A boy, there was a time people called me the Executioner.
Yeah, get it.
No matter, heads will roll, all the same. Mate, new plan! You leave, we follow!
Follow? Swimming, are ya? Oh, bugger me! Weigh anchor! Engines dead slow ahead!
Cut there, my friend.
is not blood that runs through the lady's veins. These foes will not fall easily, but they will fall. Like oaks before a woodman's axe. Good thing I brought one! How long are we meant to keep this up? As long as it takes. Unless you have a better idea. Well, I've already killed at least 5 of the bastards. Fuck it. Let's do the lot.
You know what frustrates me is they're like, wait for my signal, and yet they never discuss what the signal is.
I know, right?
It's like, really? That's literally every fucking form of media ever.
I know.
It's like, bro, what the fuck is the signal? Fart or what?
Sometimes they save it for dramatic effect.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. The best decision I've ever made is get stoned and eat Texas Roadhouse rolls. Only second after marrying you.
Okay.
Shut
I'm
up.
just kidding.
Let me be sentimental.
I thought you were gonna be like, this is the best thing that's ever happened to me and my marriage.
Nah, it comes in second.
Battlestar Sciatica. I feel that.
Derpy, please quote him on that. Battlestar Sciatica. Why? Why does that joke hit so well? Damn it!
I got that from a meme. It was like a bunch of dads with like back pain, and it literally said Battlestar Sciatica. It was like the best meme I ever found.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I just thought you were just saying like it came out your ass. Like,
No. That came from a meme. You can still quote me if you want.
Okay.
But yeah.
Oh my god.
Because like when I saw him with the back pain, it reminded me of that meme.
I cannot believe you.
What do you want?
That's quite a mess you've made. And wholly unnecessary. You are my offering to Mythos. I would not see you damaged.
Now back to your stations! Every bellsman treading ward puts another leaf between us and the galleon.
I don't suppose Mid has a spare engine.
Since you rose from the grave, my fortunes have plummeted.
What?
That freaking shrug. I just love it. It's like, ever since you rose from the grave, my riches have plummeted. And he's just like, what the fuck you gonna do?
Yeah.
It is what it is, Uncle. It is what it is. What do you want?
If you could please throw it away.
Oh, okay.
Thank you.
You're just holding that empty ass cup and waving it at me. I'm like, alright, what do you want?
Well, it's a crummy old, like, Culver's cup. I don't want to reuse that, because reusing those cups, it becomes soggy over time.
Okay.
But yeah, just a reminder for everybody else currently watching. Yeah, once I pretty much play the first 5 Final Fantasy Pixel Remasters on my own, I'm gonna wait to play the 6th game. Even though it is it's like text dialogue, no voice acting. That's still a game that I want to play with Camy, and we'll do the voicing for the characters someday in the future. Because that's pretty much supposed to be the best Final Fantasy game of all time, according to all the fans. But meanwhile, it's like 7 got the most love.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, everybody's like, why no love for 6? All we got was just a remaster, like, with all the other, like, first 5 games.
6 is the redheaded stepchild.
Yeah.
I forgot to throw one thing out.
I'm like, I was about to unpause it, so then you walk away.
I know, that's why I said I forgot to throw one thing out. My bad. I'm back.
Yours, the foes you face are as terrible as they are numerous.
Aye, and they'd have us live and die on their terms, which should answer your question.
You have that same stubborn look as your father did when he set his mind to something. On the battlefield, I am but a single axe. A deadly one, mind, but a single one nonetheless. Yet what you require is 1,000, and I believe my old friend in Brandon can provide them. Take care, Clive. I have many more tales of your father's exploits to share. And I cannot very well do that if you're dead. Again.
You're dead. Again. Freaking love Byron. He's so sassy.
As for you, Joshua, take care.
I shall do my best, Uncle.
Farewell, my nephews. When next you see me, it shall be with an army at my back.
I love that man so much.
I swear if he dies, I'm going to riot.
Honestly, I have a feeling he might. Because, like, when it came to, like, Final Fantasy 14, when I was, like, going through the story mode, there were quite a couple of characters, like, you grow very, like, close to and endear yourself to, and then it's like, they're dead.
Yep.
We can't have them showing us up now, can we? We would never hear the end of it.
It's like, you see what you did? Now it's a Dunkin' Donuts.
Wow.
It's not even the full sign. It's one of those stupid signs that puts it like Dinkin.
The Dinkin. Yeah, I hate those. Those are so annoying.
Instead of Dunkin' or Dunkin' Donuts, they just put a Dinkin.
Mm-hmm.
They just take out the E and not the E, the U and the I. My brain was saying E because, like, you know, when you're saying I in Spanish, it's E.
Yeah.
It's one of those. It's one of those bilingual slip-ups.
Around Zemeckis and put through the narrow. Maintain our current bearing north-northeast, and we'll catch the Black Galleon before she vanishes again.
What's to prevent her from circling around Ash from the south?
With these winds in those waters, it'd take her forever and a fortnight to reach Stonehenge.
It knows what she's talking about, Clive. Better than any of us lot, anyway. I say we do as she tells. Sails on the horizon.
She's ours.
She's pretty fast for a girl in heels.
Mm-hmm.
Look alive, boys! Pull ahead! And keep those birdies suspended!
Do you feel that, Jill?
All hands! Battle stations!
Also, Mid, ponte un suéter. You're gonna catch a cold.
Let's see what this girl can do.
It's just like, shit, like, she does not have sleeves on.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I said ponte un suéter, which means, like, put on a sweater.
Yep.
I just love that skit from Jenny Lorenzo with Abuela.
Does the other follow?
Mm-hmm.
Mija, ponte
The
un
bond of
suéter.
consciousness which joins them, condemning both to the same fate. Yet
Excuse
my
me.
every attempt to strike it from their hearts serves only to tighten its hold.
Why do you look like you're filming a Backstreet Boys video?
A Linkin Park video.
What I've done, I'll face myself.
Mm-hmm.
But then, there is naught my blade cannot sever.
Sever these legs, Daddy. Oh no. This isn't good.
Goes gas!
Barnabas.
On a port! Heads down, you brutes! And brace for impact!
Oh shit. He's floating. He entered creative mode.
Yep.
What are you doing with your phone?
I'm trying to look up a scene that's notorious for the PS5's overheating. I mean, since then they've patched the game to kind of fix the issue, but I'm trying to remember what scene it was.
Okay, well, I'm gonna really need you to pay attention because we're gonna enter a battle in just a second.
Yeah, it might have been this scene or some other scene, I can't remember, but it was notorious for overheating PS5s.
Okay.
Like, this game was just too much.
Dun, dun, dun.
Why did you hide up, Barnabas?
My favorite thing was for One Piece, Dun Dun Krieg.
Shut up. So are we doing this?
I guess, because I can't save the game right now.
Oh, okay.
It won't let me save when I'm fighting.
Okay. Excuse me. Because it's like 8:34 right now.
I know.
Anyway.
going up to 2 hours ain't so bad anyway.
Yeah. Derpy says, if Lunchables told you to microwave a salad, would you listen to that?
Listen, there's a difference between a salad and a pizza, okay?
Yeah. Did you ever realize that science in general is just basic fuck around and find out?
I mean, yeah.
Like, when you really think of it. It's like, that's pretty much all it's ever been.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it's literally all theories and shit.
And, yeah, just proving, like, hypothesis and experiments just so you can get to your answer.
Yeah, exactly, because it's like, and it's so funny because scientists are adamant on, like, wanting to know the mysteries of the universe. Meanwhile, we barely even know our own fucking oceans.
Oh, did you find out, did you hear recently that Congress came out and said aliens are real and they're in the ocean and they've been here for a very long time and they've been watching us?
That sounds like a Charlie Moist critical video waiting to happen.
It really does, like, but yeah, no, they are slowly confirming things little by little, but like, it's the fact that they don't have enough stuff, you know, and they're just like, oh, we're just putting it out there and confirming that this is in fact true, and it's like, boy, like, even back when you weren't confirming this, we been know something was up.
On top of that, even in the Bible, it states about the existence of Leviathan. It's like there are many things unknown in our ocean that we don't know about.
Exactly.
So.
And the Bible is literally like one of the oldest books ever. You know, like, I'm not saying it is the oldest. I'm saying it is one of the oldest.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not one of those people that, like, you know, claim, you know. Yeah, you know.
Just claims that, like, some idiots, like, oh yeah, the Bible was, like, written, like, at the beginning of the universe. No, it was not.
Yeah, exactly.
No,
Thank
it
you.
was not.
I was trying to vocalize it, but
it was written by God's people and Jesus' disciples, especially with the New Testament.
Yeah. It's just a amalgamation of a lot of old books, you know?
Yeah. Just compiled into one of the Dead Sea Scrolls.
Exactly. I will be thankful when it comes to my schooling growing up, because I went to like a Christian school, but what was great was that my religion class was more based on theology as a whole. Like we didn't just only study Christianity. We studied Judaism, we studied Islam, we studied Buddhism, Shintoism.
Right.
Like, you know, just like basic theologies of what, you know, other beliefs are.
Yeah.
And it really does help, you know, it helps you analyze everything, and if you are a spiritual person, it still helps open your mind so you can understand where other people are coming from when you're having conversations about it.
Exactly. Sorry, excuse me. I'm trying to take Tums. I have heartburn.
Oh no. Can I have some?
Oh yeah, here.
What was it that one day where I just kept...
Oh yeah. I'll tell it.
Okay.
No. There was a day or a night. We were sitting on the couch watching something, and then Camy just kept burping, but like I'm talking every other word or every other like yeah, I gotta go to the bathroom and then do the and she just kept burping over and over again. Excuse me, by the way. And I literally just quietly get the Tums and give her some Tums. Which helps.
It was so funny because normally, like, I could tell he was annoyed. And whenever Sojan's annoyed, he'll freaking tell you. Like, he'll never not talk when he's annoyed. Like, you know, he will, like, you know, run his mouth a mile a minute when he's annoyed. But no, I can see the annoyance in his face. But he says nothing, and he wordlessly picks up the bottle. Oop, shit.
Thanks for dropping all my Tums.
Not all of them, just 2. sorry.
Anyway, yeah, like I just quietly give her some because
Yeah, he just wordlessly lifts up the bottle and just slams it on the table.
yeah. But what was I gonna say? I forgot. But yeah, like back to the whole like the studying of the different like, you know, studying the Bible and studying like scriptures and different things just to have a more open mind about things, to have discussions with people. It's a smart thing to do because even in the Bible it states like to study to show yourself approved. Like basically say, hey, knowledge is power. You should know what you're reading. You should know what you're talking about.
Exactly, and it also, you know, stems in the fact of worldliness.
Mm-hmm.
Where if you're dealing with people of other countries, it's understandable to learn about what they value.
Yeah, exactly. And I don't mean to get into like, I don't mean to get like super philosophical while we're live streaming about this, but it's like I'm not gonna aim it at anybody. I'm just pointing out what it says even in the Bible as well. Is that like there's the scriptures that say my people perish due to a lack of knowledge.
Ooh.
And there's actually a part in there that says that, and I'm like, that's so true nowadays because there's a lot of people out there that will try to back up like certain things, and it doesn't matter what you believe in. But meanwhile, you try to question them, you try to challenge them of what they believe in, and bring up anything, and they have no idea what you're talking about because they have a lack of knowledge.
Yep.
They don't really know much of anything of what they're trying to back up.
Exactly.
And it just goes to show us like it doesn't matter, like if you're gonna go like deep into something, regardless of what it is, and even science too, you gotta know what you're talking about.
Exactly.
You have to do your research and like back up what you're saying.
I feel like if you're gonna stand for anything, you have to be educated about it.
Yeah, exactly. But it's like it just be like I will not say the name, but I'll say this for prime example. I'll be like, you know what? I voted for George Lopez because he said he was gonna come over and bring beer. Be like, but do you also know that George Lopez is a jerk and this and this and that? No, I didn't know that.
Exactly.
Why'd you vote for him then? Because beer.
Because beer.
No other reason.
That would have proved that you were a single issue voter.
Yeah, exactly.
It's so like, I can overlook all these other policies, but the beer, okay, you have my vote.
All right, Sojan's politics and religion is over now. I'm not gonna get deep into all these conversations.
It's like, what's your advice on religion? Be educated.
Be educated.
And then like, what's your advice on the freaking politics? I have beer.
Beer and education.
Beer and education. They have to go together.
They have to go together.
Because the more you learn, the more you suffer.
Exactly.
Because you know so much now.
Because listen, you gotta be so smart that when you drink beer, you're still kind of smart. Still stupid, but just you know, you still got some intelligence there.
Step 1, have enough IQ points.
Yeah. Exactly. What am I doing? Oh, it's so bright outside. Okay. Oh, I just came from there. I literally just came from there. Okay, we were down there. We gotta go up here. Where the fuck do I go now, though? I can't do anything. What the fuck do I do? I just beat all the bad guys.
Can you, like, save the game or no?
I have no idea. Ooh, wait, abilities. Give me a sec.
Okay.
Because
if you can save the game, we can call it here.
Do you want to upgrade that one? Yeah, I can save the game. Alright.
Yay!
Alright, because I feel like the next sequences are going to be pretty freaking huge. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching and for joining our live stream. Once again, it's part 24 of our live stream Let's Play series of the Final Fantasy. After we're done with this, as I mentioned before, we're going to take a break from big games like this for a little bit. And we're going to dive into Omori again, but this time from scratch because we did play it for a little bit on our last, like, Halloween thing. Camy forgot everything.
So much.
I'm going to try to rewatch it myself, but it's like, either way, we're still going to redo it.
Yeah.
And then we're just going to do a live stream Let's Play series of that where we voice the characters. Once we're done with Omori, we're going to just do the crazy and just dive deep into Final Fantasy VII, the remake, with its DLC, and then Rebirth right after that. hopefully between now and then, between all these games, I'll be able to eventually like save enough money to get myself a PS5 Pro down the road, because I do want to take full advantage of that with the newest Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. It will be a while. Some of these games, it could take us up to a year to finish. So, like, big games like this one. Like, we started it sometime last year, I think.
Yeah, no, this was a very long journey with this game.
Exactly. But I didn't know what I was getting into with this game. I'm still really liking this game a lot, but it's nowhere near as amazing as Final Fantasy VII, but I still like this game's story. I still want to see where it comes. Or where it goes, basically.
Where it comes.
Yes. Yes.
Where Clive and Jill finally come.
Yes, finally.
Oh my god. We've been pussyfooting this situation for quite a while.
Exactly. Alright, we're going to end it here. If you made it this far in the live stream, you're awesome. Please please wait until the live stream's over. And then when you're able to leave a permanent comment and it doesn't go away, where it says live chat, that does not count. Do not leave comments in the live chat what I'm about to ask for. What I'm about to ask you for is a secret code that lets me know that you watched the whole thing all the way through. So go ahead and leave a permanent comment with a video game controller, because I just see it here in the menu. Just put a video game controller in the comments, and that lets me know you watched all the way through. Once again, permanent comment only. I'll heart your comment. And if you want to join the Discord link is in the description below. You must be 18 years of age or older to join. Please read the rules and regulations on your way in and give those rules a thumbs up. And only join if you really care about us and if you really want to become a part of the community. You know, share memes, have discussions, have fun. Don't join if you're trying to sell us something, and please don't join if you're trying to do a collab with me or whatever. Only join if you care about the channel, if you just want to, you know, share memes and have fun. And
join as long as you vibe.
As long as you vibe, yeah, exactly. Thank you, Captain Derpy, for joining, and anybody else who's joined silently, who don't comment. I see you, Tyler, my only patron. He silently watches while he's eating his popcorn.
The silent patron?
Yeah, and then meanwhile he'd be eating his popcorn, and he'd be like, "Hey, wife, this is the man this is the man that I pay him for his monthly pizzas." He's kind of funny. I can kind of see him doing that.
I love that. He's kind of funny.
He's kind of funny. He's not funny. He's kind of funny.
He's kind of funny.
I giggle every 5 minutes. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. If you want to become a patron, Patreon information is down below. That's only donate to Patreon if you don't expect anything in return. I'm not doing anything with Patreon except maybe like early access videos or whatever, which I'm going to try to do better on if I get 5+ people. If you become a YouTube member, I'm going to do member exclusive stuff in the future for sure.
Please become a member.
Which I will start doing a series called Sojan Food Reviews. So that'll be fun. Definitely stay tuned for that, but it's only going to be for members. And then obviously Patreon's just going to be for the people who don't really expect anything in return. So
maybe we could do a vote when we get into that kind of content.
Yeah, we can do votes. If we can get more people than Tyler, then at least 4 more people, totaling 5, donators, we can all talk about what you guys want to see as exclusive content.
Yep.
And I don't mind at all. So, but yeah, we're still new. Donations would be helpful because it can help us improve our equipment and help us, dish out better content for you guys in the future. Please. P-W-E-E-Z-E. Please. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. You guys are awesome. Stay safe. Be excellent to each other. And be sure to leave that permanent comment down below with that video game controller emoji. Bye-bye, guys.
Bye.